Hello from the Hostage Diaries. Today I am going to discuss the game, my life, the Matrix, the dungeon, whatever you want to call it, and how me being unable to move, I am tied down like Gulliver's Travels, Jonathan Swift, um, unable to move, and I'm actually used as a piece, protecting me. So the people that are kidnapping me and torturing me use me as like a shield, a blue shield, because everybody's in. It's all those fraud, sham, wedding vow jewels that are blessed by church and state kidnap holding. So pinball wizard, it's like a deaf, dumb, and blind kid, Tommy. Yeah. For the most part, well, the thing is, I'm conscious, but I do not have the bodily ability to move or go anywhere. I just am stuck here. And they're fighting to keep me vulnerable, spread and vulnerable, because they're addicted like dope addicts. And so they can't really do anything about it. So the mob uses me, and when I speak of the mob, I'm looking at the matrix. My body is filled with parasites, and that's what I consider that are on a different plane of reality, a dimensional plane. But they keep access to me, and they learn how to manipulate me, mostly through extreme poverty and alienation, and long bouts of cabin fever, and that's how they manipulate me. And to the mob, all these different parts of my body that are like dungeons are using using my body, and they've figured out ways to reverse everything. So everything is a curse against me, so I'm unable to get anything accomplished. So I try to illuminate it for historical references. So yeah, it's like tricks and things like that. So these badge brothers, as they would, which are a part of, they hack a loophole. They find loopholes, and they figure out ways to plug into it. And so when they're plugged into it, I can't do anything about it because they fight to keep me. That's why they beat me down so low. So the games that they play, it's like if I take any medicine, let's say I have a headache, and I take any medicine, the mob figures out a way to, it's like Karate Kid, they're reversing the move. Everything I try to do, it's the golden rule of the parasites is do unto others as you have done unto yourself, not to mention amplified, to scare me as to be empathetic to their plight. It's really bizarre, actually. Nothing I can really do about it. I've written books on it, but I'm boycotting, because they figured out ways to bribe people. So what they do is they take all of my value and bribe people to keep me stuck in this bubble. So let's see where I can go from here. The game. It's always the game. Oh, this is Bo. See, because the Beau Rivage is credibility, the mob got really pissed. So they make me hate myself. They figure out ways by torturing me to hate who I am as much as they hate being addicted to me being their supplier. So the game, like the Michael Douglas, Sean Penn thing, or the Beau Rivage, or the Dungeon Master, they figured out ways to rig it to where I pay, but I can't play because if I play, I might be able to unplug some of the parasites. That's what I've been trying to do, unplug some of the parasites. They've just gone totally overboard to where I can't get anything accomplished. So I'm trying to unplug the parasites, but they are fighting me. And the thing is, the system is so screwed up now that the parasites have a strong case. They bribe a lot of people. They pay for the cop. The cops are involved. It's like meme machines. When Loan Shark, I'm happy to be locked in the ball. So they're playing a game between the illegal mobsters and the cops and the civic. And I just happen to be the ball. And what's going on? With me being trapped in here, it allows organized crime to flourish. And it's not like organized crime. A lot of the modern organized, it's the matrix. When I speak of organized crime, I speak of the matrix. It's going on using me, an illegal hack, to utilize my body. I consider that the mob. I'm not talking about the traditional old school mafia. The mob nowadays is advanced to where they have jobs. They just want the perks. They want the upgrades, the fringe benefits. So that's where they tend to fade. And they will not allow me to prove my theories. So yeah, I've been trying to prove myself, but I do not have the ability or the, I can't prove anything to anybody because fame is God credibility, and money is cash king is God credibility, and I can't do anything about it. So greed is good for these people, these parasites, because they have to be greedy because it's it's illegal. And so if they're not greedy, then I might escape. So the Gordon Gekko, Wall Street, greed is good for the parasite. When it's illegal, you have to maximize it. That's why they're so greedy, is they have to maximize it because I might escape if I'm giving the reality of it. So they've got to fight to keep that going. And what really matters, and they've hacked my genetic code to where I'm allergic to all food. I can't eat anything. It's that golden rule. Do unto others as you have done exponentially unto myself. So me trying to escape is deemed an act of, is deemed illegal by the illegal mafia that's camped out inside my body in Louis of Louisiana. And there's all sorts of branches off of that. The dungeon symptoms. Oh yeah, this is another good one. Not good. It's horrifying. It's haunted me for decades. While I'm in the prime of my life, the way they keep me down, the mobs keep me down and small is this dungeon symptoms. So because the mob decided they're going to pat me down to these low levels, so then they're going to give me the symptoms. It's like an actuary table. Once again, fathers of insurance, they've got to use any strength against us. So the actuary table is very much like Dungeon Master, Dungeons and Dragons sort of thing. So what they do is they take my body, and I am only allowed to eat bad things, poison. And it's got to be beneficial to the mob that's occupying my body. If I try to eat anything good, all I'm doing is feeding off some of the pimps out there. I feed off some of the monster gangs. It's like lasagna. There's the high grade and low grade. They keep me as low as humanly possible without killing me. They want me just barely alive. So the dungeon symptoms are, not to mention, all the brothers, all these drunkards, all the brothers that are alcoholics. They figured out a way to filter in the good and the bad. And it's agony and ecstasy, bait and switch basket. So they figured out a way to give me the bad. So I get all the brain damage. I get all the hangovers while they get all the fun. And it's because of me as a filter, their hangovers aren't nearly as bad. And what's that mean? More money, more money, more money. They print cash. That's the American healthcare is all about printing cheap, easy money. That's all it is. They want to print a lot of cheap, easy money because money's patent from reality. You can insulate yourself from reality with lots of money. So the dungeon symptoms they inflict upon me, and they pray that I get sick. So eventually, while I'm in the prime of my life, the growing season, when I should be out doing my work, I'm not allowed to work. Other people have occupied my body, they've taken over me, so I can't get anything to do anything about it. So the dungeon symptoms from these actuary tables, things like Coca-Cola, they bribe the world. Oh, Coke's bad for you, but this is what we're going to do. This is our penance, is me. So they usually they chop off. Like I am forced to walk or ride a bike because I can't have a vehicle. So that's overdoses of sugar, and so they give me the symptoms. It's still one of the second life things going on, the symptoms, but I can't do anything about it. So I get sick a lot based on these. And that just means that the dungeon torture gets worse. They figure out ways to transcend it. This is a theoretical speculation, but I believe it's true. And they've got to keep me in the public excess. I am constantly stuck in the public. I can't do anything. I can't escape this Les Miles under the dome bubble misery. And I've tried. I've been rejected hundreds and hundreds of times in a world that's filled with just horrible crap entertainment. I keep getting rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection because if I broke through, I could probably. A lot of the way the parasites are basing this is because I am unable to make myself clean and just. I am not allowed to. That's why they keep me so extremely poor. I can't hire lawyers. To protect the mob, I've got to hire the crappiest lawyers out there. That's the motive of this joke. And so yeah, I can't do anything. So the money supply, they just keep padding the money supply, padding this big pile of lasagna, which is sacred lasagna. It's like sedimentary, sacred lasagna. These insulation layers, and they keep padding and padding and padding and cheap easy money. It's game theory. Oh, a beautiful mind. ABM is the John Nash who worked in game theory. This is heavily deals with game theory. The way to play it though is they hook up to me like a mainframe computer, and then they sell off parts of it. So what they've done is they've hijacked me like I've got a huge supercomputer, and they sell off parts of it and divide it into people. They don't give me any. I'm a slave. That my body is a slave. I get zero back from it. So they sell parts. They break up my memory and sell it to people that will pay for it. A lot of people out there that will pay for it because it's VIP goodies. So they use oh, well, it's funny. So then they try to. It always goes back to this reverse. So they use these if I try to take, like I was saying before, if I've got a headache and I take some aspirin, the mob will figure a way to make my headache worse for having the audacity to try to cure a headache from the parasites. It's that kind of logic. It just keeps on and on and on. Let's see if I got any. They've got to mutate the domestic reality. Yeah, keeping me poor and all that is just absolutely asinine. So, busy for filter. Oh yeah, the alcohol. The mafia hackers allowed to use me. They pay off politicians with extended power. They pay off businesses with free energy. It's really bizarre. Well, I think it's going to be a short one.